Welcome, students. Today is our next writing lesson here, and we're going to be taking our storyboard from last week and our recording. We practiced telling our story, and today we are going to put that story into action. We are going to write our story. This is pretty simple now. You've told your story, so you can either go back and listen to the story again if you need to. Maybe you're ready to start writing. But a writer, we start with a clean page here, but we have a lot of preparation that we've already done. So a writer always prepares before they write so that they're not just staring at a blank page. So I think it might be helpful for you to go back and listen to your recording from last week. Now we are ready to start recording. So I've already told my story. So at this point, all I need to do is take the thing that I've already said and put it into words. So that's going to look a little something like this. I'm going to take my blank page. I'm going to start at the top of the page. I'm going to write a title. Actually, maybe I won't have a title until the end, but I'm going to leave some space for a title at the top here. Maybe I'll leave it blank for now. I'm going to use my best handwriting so that it's easy to read. And I'm going to write, let's see here. It all started when. So it all started, I might look back at my storyboard or listen back to my recording, and I might say, it all started when I was driving to Washington. Space there, to Washington State to visit my friend. So I'm going to start my writing. Now, we're just filling in our writing as we go here. Now, some students find it helpful to skip lines in between here. And actually, it's not a bad idea for your rough draft. So you might say, it all started when I was driving to Washington State. Now, as we go, remember we're including these transition words like first in the beginning, second, next, then, last, finally, in the end. Look back while you're writing. Look back or listen back to your story. Look for those details. What color was the grass in the fields? What color was the car? What did your friend look like when he showed up? How did you feel when you learned something in your story? What did the settings look like? Who was in your story? What were they wearing? How were they behaving? How did they feel? Include as many details as you can, and remember, most importantly, each part of your story will get a few sentences. The action, the most important part of your story, you're going to zoom in and slow down on that part of the story. That part of the story is going to get some extra attention. So that part of your story should take longer. So if each other part of your story takes a few sentences, the most important part that you want to zoom in should take maybe twice as many. Maybe that part is 4, 5, or 6 sentences just on that important part of your story, maybe more. See if you can fill a whole page. And that is how you're going to write your first rough draft of your story. Try to fill the whole page, and next we're going to add a little bit more detail, and then we're going to share our stories with just a friend or two and see what we can improve. So for now, just try to tell your whole story on the paper. Good luck and have fun. Can't wait to read your story.